did this channel get nearly 30 million views posting content like this? After watching as many videos as I could stomach, I found out how unhinged this channel really gets, but more importantly, that there's actually a group of channels working together to farm as many views as possible posting wacky stuff like this.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Their channel is filled to the brim with highly provocative thumbnails with strong themes towards romance, sex, kidnapping, infidelity, obesity, death, and pregnancy, and more, with titles that seem almost generic, some even written with bad grammar, like Poor Starfire's love was tricked by Cyborg, or Robin tricked Starfire's love to hook up with Terra. Titles that make it clear that this most likely isn't from someone who speaks English as their native language. However, for what the titles serve, the videos surpass in levels of messed up.
Mommy, mommy.
That's the first 8 seconds of this video, showcasing the death of Starfire, and what we'll see is her child crying in her grave. This is giving me big two guys on a bus vibes, with how the thumbnails are very colorful, but the story is dark. Naturally, Robin tries to integrate Raven as baby Starfire's stepmother. And I wish this was just me reading a bad fanfiction, but no, someone animated this. While on a picnic, Robin answers his phone while baby Starfire plays with a balloon, and guess what happens? If you answered C, you're incorrect. I actually lied. None of these answers are correct because a giant hurricane blows into their backyard, which is seemingly only affecting Pennywise's balloon, and then this happens.
Stupid.
Hey, stop!
Where do you even begin with cinema like this? Slade is chilling like he's waiting for the Uber to pick him up. The hurricane fades away, probably to hide under the bed when the child abuse happens, which, pause, this is just the beginning of the abuse that this young girl gets. I feel like I should warn you, but more importantly, that's the reaction to a child bumping into you? The videos appear to be made from using poorly constructed clip art and simple rigs of the characters, given that in the actual show, the characters are reported to be animated using a style akin to Flash, with the most baffling choice being in how it constructs the voices. They appear to use a variety of methods, ranging from pantomiming and using speech bubbles to show what the character is saying, to random gibberish, voice clips from the actual characters,
This is gonna be so good!
seemingly voice-acted clips from random people,
Bye, Mom.
and clearly generated computer voices.
Let's go home, okay?
All jerry-rigged together in the mess that is these videos. Well, at least the message of protecting your children is wholesome. Maybe this video isn't too bad.
Get out of my
Who? Sorry, I was practicing my owl impression. You're probably asking, who would go out of their way to animate something like this? Before we get back to the story, let's just take a moment to zoom out. The channel name is BH Tunes, a channel with over 100,000 subscribers at the time of recording this, and 149 videos. Starting in 2022, their strategy appeared to be spamming these videos ad nauseum, using the simple animations to speed up the workflow with very suggestive thumbnails to attract... who? A simple look at any of these videos would show comments, something that if this video was marked for kids, wouldn't be available. You could make the argument that this is not for kids because of the subject matter and the fact that the videos are not marked for kids. But you could make the argument that this is for kids because of the thumbnails and the videos. They feature characters largely in an indistinguishable format to the main show, Teen Titans Go, intentionally to lure them in under the guise of Cartoon Network content. Either way, it's the same argument that the people who made this are clearly messed up, and the adults who consume this casually if this wasn't for kids also need help, which leads us to our sponsor. Better get one. Because I don't have one for this video, unfortunately. Anyway, some may argue that this clearly doesn't look like it's connected to the main show, and to leapfrog over the argument of whether kids would be smart enough to discern a genuine piece with a cheap copy, people who are fans of things tend to enjoy supplemental material of that thing, whether it be adaptations, fan communities, or fan creations. So whether kids know if it's real or not, if they like Teen Titans Go, then from the outside looking in, this would appeal to them. Things such as
Huh? No! No!
Huh? Oh no! No!
And that was just the first 30 seconds of one of their videos, which racked up over 1 million views. With comments such as, "This is so sad, I was about to cry. She was dead. How do you get the life? Why would Cyborg try kill the Titans, and how did Robin not die? He got Hedahot." And my favorite one, "This video is interesting. Looking forward to the next episodes." However, we'll get to what makes this comment interesting later, so don't forget it. Apparently, Robin ends up seeing Tara, and baby Starfire has had enough. She runs away, becoming homeless, eating garbage off the street. And if you're marking your bingo cards, we have child abuse, domestic abuse, homicide, sexual themes, and child homelessness. Not quite yet a bingo, but let's keep going. So Starfire, who's just alive again, takes her baby and confronts Robin, who's been drinking, mark off alcoholic references by the way, and speaking to his third partner so far. He slaps her again, but this time, when she gets up, she pays Tara to beat him up. And I suppose that's supposed to be the revenge for this story? These videos tend to not have that much of a cohesive story tying it together, and it leads into situations where the next clip makes no sense to the previous clip that was shown.
Ooh. For you.
Now, pause on the pregnancy because that is some of the worst themes that these videos have to offer. I promise I'll show you that later. However, we got ourselves a clue as to how this channel is able to create so many videos like this. Even at this level of effort, animation takes time, and between the imaginative storytelling and set building, unless there's a big team, there's no way to keep up this output. However, I noticed that each sequence of stories are split up into about a minute or two worth of story, and each video they include a mixture of new animated content with their already published content, meaning that they don't need to make 10 minutes of content to publish a 10-minute video. For example, and I must preface this next section with telling you that this is really messed up when you think about it, but within the kind stepmother video, if we just get past all the trauma, Robin dies in a plane crash, and now Starfire brings baby Starfire to the grave of Robin.
What a twist!
However, what happens next, I'd rather not put into words, so see for yourself.
It hurts. No, no, mommy, mommy.
This video was bombarded with comments such as, "So cute, I really like it. I love heart face emoji, the way you look like a girl. I'm just waiting for you to post the video. I'm a die-hard fan. Kiss, kiss, wink, heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji, heart," and someone timestamping when Starfire cries. The point of me showing you this section outside of you being able to scratch child disfigurement off your bingo card is that this exact section shows up within another video which racked up 1.7 million views, showing that this channel, in addition to violating several other policies, also is in danger of the repetitious content policy, which refers to channels where, quote, "the content is so similar viewers may have trouble spotting the difference between videos on the same channel," and gives specific examples of channels that violate this policy. Similar repetitive content or mindless content with low educational value, commentary, or narrative, and templated, mass-produced, or programmatically generated content. Aha! Ding ding ding! This channel is very much mindless, templated, mass-produced, generated. And speaking of narrative, let's finish that pregnancy narrative. Apparently Beast Boy and Raven are also expecting a child. However, after going to the hospital, it appears that Raven lost her child? Alright, you saying that calling this a miscarriage might be a stretch? Maybe you're right, I think you should check it off anyway. The conflict here is that they do want a child. And guess who comes to their aid? Honestly, you weren't gonna guess it anyway. It's Choo Choo freaking Charles, who steals baby Starfire from Robin and Starfire. The channel is known for also taking other easily recognizable characters that just so happen to be tailored towards children as well, which definitely doesn't help their case. Speaking of help, this brave woman points Robin and Starfire in the direction of where their child was kidnapped. Mark off child kidnapping from your bingo cards, and in the process of getting their child back, Raven is now pregnant again. Great! That means that everyone can have a child of their own to take care of.
You know that's right.
Sib! Sib! Someone help me! Someone help me!
Are you okay?
Oh my gosh! Huh?
I know this is a very tense moment, but I love the artistic choice to keep the lorem ipsum text on the wall. I'm sorry. I know. I'll shut up now.
Oh no!
So, maternal death? Looks like we got a bingo. You'll notice if we look in the About page, there are no external links, email, or even really an About page. It's all empty. However, that is where this comment comes into play, the one that I mentioned before. With my YouTuber brain, I noticed that this comment had a verified checkmark, and I figured no creator would actively endorse this content with a verified checkmark, so I went digging into who they were, and lo and behold, there's an entire empire, channels upon channels, all latching onto the same grift. Mindless, repetitive content, deliberately gaming the algorithm via recognizable characters attached to very edgy content. This is very, very eerily similar to Elsagate, a very troubling trend within YouTube where seemingly innocent videos that very much appeal to kids were laced with very offensive content. And the reason this is annoying to me is supposedly YouTube Kids was supposed to fix this, and in the process of fixing that, nuked multiple channels' comment sections that were forced to comply with this new ruling. I used to love scrolling through the comments of random SpongeBob clips and seeing people appreciate the show for what it was. Now even if Cartoon Network themselves posts a video, there can't be comments, which gets confusing for other titles that clearly aren't meant for kids. It appears this channel actively endorses a few other channels, some with videos, and some that seem to be abandoned. However, one stood out to me, and I'm not entirely sure with how much I can show. There appears to be one community post that promotes a new channel called PJ Mask JJ. They appear to have scrubbed this channel clean and replaced it with content that seems quite eerie in comparison. Whereas the picture and name would suggest a wacky comedic brand of content, the videos appear to be very real. And I want to give this channel the benefit of the doubt, given at the time of this community post 8 months ago, doesn't exactly match up with the supposedly new channel start date, which is more than 8 months ago. I can't confirm if these are the people behind the Teen Titans Go videos. However, I will stand by there being more videos that included real-life portrayals of the themes presented in the Teen Titans Go videos from real-life people dressed up similarly to the PJ Masks characters. And unfortunately, in the process of making this video, these videos are no longer available, and all that remains is this image. Is what I would say if I didn't drop it into Google Lens and trace it back to this Twitter account, where there was clear intent that they wanted to latch on to official brands by retweeting the official account for PJ Masks. Sure, kids shouldn't be on Twitter to follow the account, as that's not allowed by any major social media company, but their intent to appear supplemental to kid-friendly brands and apparently also musicians attached to bands that kids listen to, while presenting very messed up content, was clear. However, they didn't cover their tracks that good, because in the process of reverse searching every single image, I found a trace, and it led back to their real life channel. I hope you're ready for this.
Stop.
Alright, that's enough. End of the video. Elsa Gate never died, it just multiplied. Let me know what you think in the comments down below.